It was a news conference like no other.
I turn on the TV, open the newspapers, and I see stories of chaos. Chaos. Yet it is the exact opposite. This administration is running like a fine-tuned machine.
In a fiery hour and 17 minutes, the president touting his accomplishments and lashing out, trying to reset after a chaotic start to his presidency.
I inherited a mess. It's a mess. The tone is such hatred. I'm really not a bad person, by the way. No, but the tone is such, I do get good ratings, you have to admit that. The tone is such hatred.
For the first time, addressing why he fired his national security advisor, Mike Flynn, who misled the vice president about discussing sanctions with Russia.
Mike Flynn is a fine person, and I asked for his resignation. He respectfully gave it. He is a man who, there was a certain amount of information given to Vice President Pence, who's with us today. I was not happy with the way that information was given.
Did you direct Mike Flynn to discuss sanctions with the Russian ambassador
No, I didn't.
prior to your inauguration?
No, I didn't.
And would you have fired him if the information hadn't leaked out?
No, I fired him because of what he said to Mike Pence. Very simple. I didn't direct him, but I would have directed him because that's his job.
And the president repeatedly pressed on whether anyone from his campaign had contact with the Russians.
We had a very, very good talk. I have nothing to do with Russia. To the best of my knowledge, no person that I deal with does.
Mr. Trump again today blaming Flynn's ouster on leakers.
I've actually called the Justice Department to look into the leaks. Those are criminal leaks. They're put out by people either in agencies. I think you'll see it stopping because now we have our people.
After touting leaks against Hillary Clinton as a candidate,
Boy, I love reading those WikiLeaks.
Today he addressed the irony.
WikiLeaks, which I had nothing to do with, comes out and happens to give, they're not giving classified information. Nobody mentions that Hillary received the questions to the debates. Can you imagine, seriously, can you imagine if I received the questions? It would be the electric chair.
But the president may have caused more confusion when asked if he believes this latest round of leaks.
And the leaks are absolutely real. The news is fake because so much of the news is fake.
The president didn't say whether he would react to recent provocations by Russia, but insisted all the negative headlines could hurt chances for a Russian reset in a jarring response.
If we could get along with Russia, that's a positive thing. The greatest thing I could do is shoot that ship that's 30 miles offshore right out of the water. Everyone in this country is going to say, oh, it's so great. That's not great. That's not great.
The news conference started with the president listing what he calls successes, creating jobs, starting the process of building a wall, trying to enact an order on extreme vetting, and he listed others.
In each of these actions, I'm keeping my promises to the American people. These are campaign promises.
And the president still won't let the election go. Again today, boasting about his 304 electoral vote win, calling it the biggest electoral victory since Ronald Reagan, despite the fact that former Presidents Obama and George H.W. Bush exceeded him.
Why should Americans trust you?
It was a very substantial victory. Do you agree with that?
There was also a discussion about race and religion in America. The president asked whether he'll work with the Congressional Black Caucus to help him fix inner cities.
Do you want to set up the meeting?
No.
Are they friends of yours?
I'm just a reporter.
No, set up the meeting.
Know.
And pressed for a second day in a row about the uptick in hate crimes directed at the Jewish community.
I am the least anti-Semitic person that you've ever seen in your entire life. Number two, racism. The least racist person.
The president defiant until the very end.
We lived in a divided nation. And I am going to try. I will do everything within my power to fix that.
And the president today said he will unveil a new version of his immigration executive order next week. This news conference had a stream of consciousness quality to it, Lester. The president picked reporters at will and seemed to relish every moment. In fact, his top aide, seated just in front of me, started rapping him in the end. Lester.
Kristen Welker, an extraordinary day at the White House. Thank you. Hey, NBC News fans, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down here and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives. Thanks for watching.